Big news! Wayfair's President's Day clearance is on now, and you can score tons of huge deals. Like Wayfair's best deals since Black Friday. Right now through February 16th, you can score up to 70% off everything home at Wayfair. Like up to 50% off mattresses with fast and easy shipping straight to your door. Plus amazing flash deals on President's Day. Shop Wayfair's President's Day clearance now through February 16th.
Wayfair, every style, every home.
Well, hi, everybody. It's Mindy, Ed, and Don Rickles, and not necessarily in that order, but I'm Ed Mann.
And I'm Mindy Rickles.
So we found this idea of doing a podcast about your dad, Mindy, and it's going well, I must say.
I'm having the best time of my life, yes.
Well, as long as you're happy, that's all I care about. Just the notion of kind of rediscovering a lot of stuff that your dad was about.
Right.
And stuff that he did, and then how, we reflect on it and all that. And for our regular listeners, you know all this already.
Right.
But we got a good feeling that we're going to have some new listeners, new people that may come in because of our guest. He's just, as your dad used to say, he's skyrocketing. He dropped his pants and fired a rocket. And he's just done everything from the White House Correspondents Dinner to every wonderful talk show you can imagine. He's done his impersonations in front of presidents, of them. And these are things that take a set of balls that a lot of people just don't have. Ladies and gentlemen, say hello to Matt Friend.
Oh my God. It is a thrill to be with you guys. And I was literally thinking drop your pants and fire a rocket before I got on here.
I threw the line away too fast.
I was saying before we started that I think I was born in the wrong generation, but it haunts me that I never met your dad, because that would have been unbelievable to have just been brutally, verbally assaulted by him. I would have paid a lot of money to have had that experience.
Well.
Yeah, he would have loved you. He would have absolutely. First of all, you know what he'd love the most? Your haircut. You're a nice young man with a nice cut, like you went into the army, a nice clean cut guy. But
well, like your dad would have said, a boy's regular. That's what they said.
Jewish too, by the way.
I know. Please. I mean, if I was only 40 years younger, Matt, Ed would be out of the picture.
Let's not get into the age problem. We don't want to do that.
But anyway, no, he would have been...
Great haircut. A little bit of a pompadour thing going on. I'm seeing that on the top. I love that. It's fantastic.
Let's leave the roasting to Don, who's no longer alive. Okay. But good try.
No roasting. We're loving it. Yeah, you have a great look.
But I have to say, it's funny because when I first started seeing you and I started seeing you on Instagram, actually I was at the Polo Lounge one day with a couple of girlfriends and they're like, do you know who's sitting at the next table? It's Matt Friend. And I was like, oh my God. And I actually didn't want to go over. I didn't want to interrupt you. And because I remember, that happening with my dad so often. But
I would have said, can't you see I'm eating, Frank? No, I'm kidding. Yes.
Right. That's right. That's right. So, no, I'm so excited to have you. And it's funny because I just read this, that John Stamos, is this true, saw you on TikTok and sort of got to know you and things went from there? Or is that
kind of a launching pad?
Or is that
kind of
not really the case?
Yeah, no, well, first of all, very nice of you to say that about your dad. I hope he would have enjoyed what I do. Even my correspondence dinner thing, there are elements of what he did that I try to kind of use in my, obviously no one can do it like him, but there's a way of kind of like the balance of a roast, but making it seem like you are kind of on everybody's side.
That's right.
And
you are. You're so likable.
Thank you. But no, with Stamos, we've met on Grindr. No, we met on TikTok early in the in the pandemic, and he was finding my Howard Stern, which is one of my favorite moments on the Stern when your dad came in.
Yeah.
But he found my Stern stuff. I was doing a Howard impression, right? So I was doing this, and I had a big wig and the glasses, and I want to bang everybody's asshole. I don't even know what I'm talking about, right? I was just saying all this crazy shit. And he found me, and then we messaged. He sent me a dick pic, and we started messaging. And then I went out to L.A., and on one of my first trips out there, I went over to his house, which was crazy at the time. And then just from then on, he's kind of become a a great mentor, given a lot of advice on navigating this weird business, and he's the best. And we hang out a lot in LA and New York, and he's the man. He's like a showbiz father.
Yeah, he's a great guy. And it's so funny because my dad was like his showbiz father because they met randomly at a restaurant and
I know.
They just hit it off. And
I didn't know that they met randomly at a restaurant, though. I didn't know that.
Yes, they did at this, I think it was this Tavern at Tony's in Malibu. Yep. And they just sort of started talking like back to back, sitting at opposite tables or whatever.
He loves talking about your dad. I mean, his face lights up when he talks about your dad.
Oh, yeah. So. I mean, one birthday, I think he gave my dad, maybe it was his 75th, and he sent him like 75 roses, you know. It was amazing. My dad loved him. But it was funny because, you know, I always loved impersonations growing up. Like I would go in Las Vegas when we would go to Vegas with my dad, and I would go see Rich Little all the time. And that was so great. And my dad started out, I don't know if you know, like he was, you know, he'd be doing his act and he would be, right. He started off as an actor and then he went into stand-up, but it was really mostly like imitations, impersonations of his aunt.
Yeah.
And his, you know, how his aunt rode the bus and all these different things.
His mom, you're funny, kid, you're funny, you're funny.
That's right. Oh, she was a total stage mother. Yeah. And so he always admired that. And he, you know, he did some himself. But that's how originally I was like, oh, I love this guy, meaning you, because your impersonations are so amazing. And the way you know, you're not just like doing an impersonation, you're really into the character of whoever you're doing, which is so great.
It's really true. I mean, how did that, what was the origin story of that, Matt? How did that all start?
I was 4 and I watched Austin Powers, and that was the initial catalyst. So Mike Myers, those characters were the massive original inspiration for me. And I was doing like Fat Bastard and Goldmember and Dr. Evil, like literally at the age of 4 years old. I had no idea what I was fucking talking about, but I was doing these voices. And then I'm 27. I grew up with YouTube. So that's how I discovered your dad. You know, I was reading about Judd Apatow. Like he used to go to the library and pull out like old DVDs, or not DVDs, just like cassettes or whatever, and just trying to find stuff on old comedians. Yeah. For me, though, it was all on YouTube, and I would find like these Dean Martin roasts, and obviously your dad's old, everything from him doing the Reagan inauguration to like just weird clips of him singing in Vegas, you know, not weird, but like amazing. Or like even him doing Mr. Potato Head and doing like that. You can see him recording that. So I just kind of, YouTube was the initial discovery mode of all these. It was like a portal to all these people. Then I let like, there's a photo here of Sinatra and Dean Martin.
Yes.
You know, I love, I just love that era of show business. And then and also my dad's college roommate was Hank Azaria. So that was a huge...
Yes, I heard that.
Hank is incredible at that, yeah.
He is. So that was another big inspiration. And then I was at Tufts, then I went to NYU. And when I went to NYU, I started to just do a lot of stand-up. Kind of became relentless about getting on stage. And then I graduated in COVID, in the pandemic. And during that period of time, I started to post on Instagram, TikTok, and I was starting to get discovered by different shows like Kimmel, the Today Shows, just started to have me on by finding my mini content I was putting out there. And then over the past like year, 2 years, just all these things have started to happen. And now I'm working on my hour of stand-up to do as a first special this year, which is...
Oh, congratulations. That's great.
That'll be amazing. That's so great.
Yeah, and it's often so difficult to put that hour together.
So it's been a wild. It's been wild.
Oh, sure.
It's crazy.
And you know, we saw you, of course, on the White House Correspondents Dinner, and we've heard that's one of the toughest acts, one of the toughest gigs you could have.
Yeah, what was the experience? I mean, you got to tell us about that because the people sit there and it's not just you, obviously. I mean, because you did get them to laugh at some point, but they are just stone cold. You know, sober.
You know, in hindsight, I think, well, I was like shocked in the moment. And then in hindsight, I'm like, this went unbelievably well. Like I look at it now, I look at the video, I'm like, this was fucking I'm very hard on myself, but it looks like basically what happened was there's a headliner, there's the host who stands up at the dais and is the comedian who roasts the president. Over the past couple of years, I decided not to go, so I would say that I've skipped it because I don't like to be roasted. Don Rickles could make fun of me. He's the only one. They don't make him like Don anymore, but now they're all so bad. It's just a sad thing. We called him Bald Don, and he liked me a lot. I'll tell you that much. Sorry, that was Trump. Anyways, but Trump doesn't go. Brilliant. But aside from him, presidents will sit there. I'm sure your audience knows what the Correspondents Dinner is, but they've never had another comedian before. So it was Colin Jost from SNL, and then they had me. And it was unusual because they never had someone else as well. And the premise was totally similar to the setup of a Don Rickles vintage bit at like an AFI Lifetime Achievement or something. Right. I get up. I wasn't on the podium. I get up in the middle of the room. It's just 3,500 people in this ballroom. It's like media and press and politicians and business people and actors. I get up in the middle of the room, and the premise of the bit was there's a video that plays. For years, presidents have been roasted at the White House Correspondents Dinner. 1 year, Donald Trump was roasted so badly by Seth Meyers that many say it was the catalyst for him to run for president. He's never responded to that moment until now. And then it cuts to me in the middle of the room.
Oh, I see.
And I'm like, it's great to be at this failing dinner with just a woke group of sad people. I'm going to kill this dinner harder than Kristi Noem killed the puppies, okay? Which was a story that literally broke out that morning, by the way.
Oh my
no
God.
No kidding.
That's
my God.
So I'm like...
That was a great line.
But I was thinking like...
What a shitstorm.
Because Rich Little, very talented, but like... I want to take these comedic risks, you know, like that your dad would do, or Norm Macdonald. Like, so I'm like, I got to just say these, I got to do these jokes. And then I said, I did Obama, Mitch McConnell, and Bernie Sanders. And I did McConnell. And I said, like, it's a thrill to be at the Correspondents Dinner. I don't even know if I froze. I think I did freeze.
That's my favorite. That is my favorite.
Well, freezing is his hallmark. Freezing,
right? And then it cut to Scarlett Johansson laughing. But it was a crazy, like Lorne Michaels gave me a thumbs up after. I mean, it was a whole crazy experience. But the other thing that what adds to it is like I'm aware of my level in show business. Like I'm young. I'm still very much coming up. I was like 25 when I did that. So it's one thing to do that kind of a gig when you're already Don Rickles and like they all know what's going to happen. But it's another thing when they're like, a lot of the people in the room were like, who the fuck is this person? Like, what is it? So if you're like already a major household name, it probably makes the gig a little easier. But it was crazy. Like, it was absolutely insane.
No, the fact that you really won over that crowd, I totally get what you're saying. Because, if it's my dad, they're kind of like, you know, at the edge of their seat waiting to see what he's going to say. Exactly. Yes. And my dad used to get up at every single party he ever went to also. But for you, trying to, winning over that crowd so quickly, and it's not like you had so much time to do it.
No, it was like 2.5 minutes. It was like literally a 3-minute thing.
Oh, that's a short set.
So it's like you had to get them right away, which you did, which was incredible. I mean, there was a woman I saw, like right as you got up, she didn't know you, and she was sitting there with the camera on her, like stone face. And then you started doing Mitch McConnell, and she had this huge smile come on her face. And I thought that doesn't happen very often. Well,
thank you. Yeah, no, it was a crazy experience, and I'm doing a lot more of it. Like I've been going on Fox News randomly, which is unlike me. But I've been going on there, and it's just like a roast of them, and somehow they're okay with it. I mean, I literally do like Rickles-esque jokes to these people, and they're okay with it. So I don't know. I was on The View a couple days ago doing the exact same thing.
We saw that.
We saw the View thing.
Good.
It just slayed us. Yeah, it was just terrific. It's just wonderful work.
Oh, thank you.
The reactions you get from people, of course, with a level head, and they say, "Oh, okay, I get it." I mean, has Trump ever witnessed you in person doing this? Have you ever gotten any feedback from anyone who knows him?
He must know about you, of course.
Well, I think he has to know about me. If he doesn't, I would say he's living under a rock.
No, I mean, I don't know. He has. He did comment on the Correspondents' Dinner as a whole, but he never specifically mentioned me. I was really hoping that he would insult me or do something terrible.
Sure.
But no, I have not dealt with him directly or his team. I did Obama, though. I was with Obama.
Oh, yeah.
And I did Barack with Barack, which was great fun. That was a blast. We sang Amazing Grace. Amazing Grace. That was great. So we did that. I did Trump and Obama debating, Obama and Obama. And then when I was with Obama in person, I pitched him on one last minute idea, which was, can I do Mitch McConnell? And before I even took out my glasses, he looks at me and goes, you got to put those away. That is giving me PTSD. Seriously, that is freaking me out. Seriously.
He is so great to bounce off of. Like that's
because he's
another
funny.
one.
Yeah.
And also Katie Couric. I mean,
That's
she
fun.
is your best audience
That's the
ever.
best. Yeah, that's
the two of you together is amazing.
She worked with your dad, right, on something?
Gosh, did he?
I don't know.
Maybe
know.
making
If
this
she
up.
did, I'm not sure. But
Okay.
she's such a great, I mean,
I
you
love her.
two
She's the
together,
best.
you should go on the road, the two of you, because she is so great, such an audience
It
for
is.
you.
It is really funny. Her reactions are crazy.
It's funny because my dad, the only time my parents ever met Trump, God, I don't know, years ago in New York, maybe when he was on Home Alone or before any of his shows, and they were like walking down the street and Trump, I don't know if we talked about this.
I think
but
we might have mentioned it, but it's worth mentioning to you, Matt, because it's a funny story.
He came up to them, and in person, one-on-one with a celebrity, Trump's going to be just so charming
Yeah, of course.
and whatever.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah, because he's so enamored and he wants them
How
to
beautiful
kiss
is
up
your
to him.
daughter, Don? Mindy's she's a beauty.
I could just imagine it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You
That's
got it
sort of the- yeah.
perfectly.
You
And
got
he
it.
was like, I want you to come to Trump Tower.
Yeah.
I want you to see. You guys have to buy a condo in here. So he took them over there. My parents, they happen to be New York. They always lived in
course.
California. And he takes them up. He's like, this place, I'm not going to try. This place would be perfect for you guys. And my dad's like, how much is it? $47 million. And
Yeah.
let me take you over to this one. This is fantastic. $75 million. And my dad's like, we got to get out of here, Barbara, because it was just
Oh my
insane.
God.
But that was their only meeting with him ever. Yeah.
I'm so fucking pissed that he's not alive anymore. I'm not going to I know he's your dad, so you're sad about it. I just wish
Right.
that I could oh my God, I wanted so bad. I wish I could hear
He
his
would have
take on
gotten
some
such
of this
a
shit.
kick out of you.
Oh my God.
Oh, yeah.
It's
Well, one of the reasons we do this thing, not to interrupt you, is just to keep that whole storyline alive.
We'll
Right.
keep his name alive, as he says. Well, I do it. I do it. I mean, I definitely, I want younger people to know about how fucking hilarious he was.
Yeah, he was so
Yeah.
unique.
I mean, it's so great. And I love your Jeff Goldblum.
Oh,
is
thank you.
one
Oh,
of
of
my
course, yes.
absolute
Yes,
favorites.
Jeff Goldblum, JEFFGOLDBLUM, of course. Yes, of course. Very fun. Don Rickles, wonderful comedian. They say he was an insult comedian. Insult comedian, of course. Not really insulting, more befriending the audience. He would say various things to me over the years, makes me giggle. There may be trouble ahead. And if you get me, I have an orgasm whenever I do him. I don't know. I literally jizz. I don't know.
I think he has an orgasm when he does him.
I mean, yeah, he was.
Oh,
he's the
God.
best. He is literally. He is the greatest. I love that guy. So every time I see him in person, I mean, it's almost weird. It's kind of like we're related. Is what it feels like.
I mean, the two of you together is also fabulous.
It's incredible. I want to do a Netflix special, just the two of us, on a stage, just playing jazz.
like the actor's studio or something.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Selling
Yeah,
apartments
yeah.
and playing jazz. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And another one that, not a lot of people know, but I knew right away and absolutely loved it, Andy Cohen. That's
a great
nobody
one.
really does
Amazing.
him.
Well, look, I mean, you're naming some of the peak Jews of our world. Look, I love Don. I'd happily be called a gay maniac by him any day of the week. Yes. Incredible. No, he's great too. Andy's amazing. The first time I tell a story about meeting him in my hour show, but I met Andy on the sidewalk of downtown Manhattan, which is how 90% of gay hookup stories begin, just meeting Andy Cohen on the sidewalk. And then Andy looks at me, I look at him, time freezes like Mitch McConnell in a press conference. And then
Right.
Andy looks at me and he goes, wait a minute, you're the guy who does me, right? And I thought, that's definitely not the first time Andy Cohen has said that to a guy on the sidewalk.
He just always seems to be. He's just
You're the guy who
he's just had
does me. Yes.
That's right. Like he just came out of a 3-martini lunch. You know, he's just
Amazing.
always got a little.
Oh,
yeah,
going
him
on.
and Anderson Cooper.
Oh, that's so great. I love it.
How funny
know.
are they?
Did
Yeah, it'd be great if you did the two of them together. You
That
know,
would
like,
be good.
Have you ever thought of doing like a? Well, I don't know if you did. It's like a back and forth, like Obama speaking.
Yeah,
to Mitch
I do it a
McConnell.
little bit in my show.
Oh,
yeah,
I haven't
yeah,
seen
yeah.
that.
So,
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
sort of a schizophrenic kind of. You're bipolar. You're 5 different.
a little
people.
bit.
No.
It's a little bit
Yeah.
like that. Yeah. Well, Robin Williams kind of had a little bit of a vibe, like Jim Carrey did too. Because my act, like what I'm doing now. Like Rich Little was doing just like, this is Jimmy Cagney eating a hot dog. You know, I don't know. But for me, it's kind of more blended in.
Oh, sure, of course.
So, but yeah.
Yeah, that's what's so great. The way they're so, developed, these people. They're right there. And no, that's like the best. And you, of course you do Bernie Sanders, which we
Bernie's
love, right,
no.
Ed?
Bernie always sounds like he's conducting a very tiny Jewish orchestra with his hands all the time. That's his Jewish laugh. His laugh is so Jewish, it's like, it's unbelievable.
Oh, it's hysterical.
My God, I
Yeah,
love
and
it
he's
so
that he's the
much.
senator from Vermont. Is like
It's
right
from
You're
Vermont.
From Vermont.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
He's Brooklyn through and through. Where did you grow up, Matt? In fact, where are we even talking to you today? Where are you located?
From Chicago, live in New York right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you ever do like the Groundlings or any of those kinds
So,
of things? Or
I
You have definite
intern-
improv chops.
Yeah, I
clearly.
did Second City Improv Olympic in Chicago. I used to intern at Second City, but the thing is, like, for me, like I said, I'm like just a product of my generation. It's like this business and the world of comedy, I think, has shifted so much. Like those schools, they're still around, obviously, but I think like you don't really need that as a way to create your own career now. Like it was this
No.
pandemic meets social media, and also stand up. It's like the Groundlings are great, but it's like my what's the expression? Like
Your
where
forte.
my chops, where I've been getting cutting my teeth has been stand up and on
There
the
you go.
road.
Right.
Yeah.
Because I mean, years ago, my generation, whatever, Groundlings, you would go to improv shows.
Yes,
And
yes.
now it's not a thing anymore.
But you do, but I mean, for me, it's
It's there.
stand up. The world that
yeah,
it's
of course
stand
it
up.
is.
Yeah.
That's the busy world. Yeah, that's where things happen.
It's
I've often
crazy.
seen people in there. That's where they're trying to get the casting director to catch them, or
That's right.
Lauren Michaels to find them, or something of that sort. Yeah.
Well, now
So
it's the internet. It's how does John
Right,
Stamos
that's
find me?
right.
It's fed to you. And in
Are
my
you
case, I try
touring
to be
right
everywhere.
now?
Yeah, I'm touring. Yeah, I've been on the road. I have a big show in Vegas in March at the Venetian at the Palazzo
Oh,
Theater.
wow.
So
nice.
I'm sorry, I just did the Wilbur in Boston. That was like 1,500 people or so. So the shows are getting bigger.
Right.
Tickets on my website, mattfriend.com.
There you go.
My Instagram, the Matt Friend. And I'm sure Don Rickles fans are huge on Instagram. Hello. This is
I
more
know
of
we-
I would say this is more of a vaudeville group. Okay, more of a vaudeville group. Okay.
Exactly.
Do you have $10,000 or more in credit card debt? Maybe you're even barely getting by making minimum payments. With credit card debt hitting record highs, National Debt Relief offers real debt relief solutions for people struggling to keep up. These options may reduce a large portion of credit card debt for those who qualify. You don't need to declare bankruptcy, and you may be able to pay back less than you owe, regardless of your credit. National Debt Relief has already reduced the credit card debt for more than 550,000 consumers. So don't wait. If you owe 10, 20, or even hundreds of thousands of dollars in credit card debt, you can now take advantage of this financial debt relief as the cost of living increases. To find out how much you could save, visit nationaldebtrelief.com. That's nationaldebtrelief.com.
Yeah, no, so touring has been going great. I've been loving it.
And you're
That's
getting ready,
fantastic.
you said, for a special you're doing?
Yes, yeah, that's what I've been, and I'm going to do late night for the first stand-up set in the next couple of months. But yeah, the special's the big focus.
Tell me about your family a little bit. I'm kind of curious. What was your dad like? What's your mom like?
I'm an orphan.
What's that deal?
Yeah, no, I have a great family. My mother is a lot like a combination of how I think Don would have been, and also your grandmother.
Really?
Wow.
She is hilarious. I mean, like her favorite word is cunt. Okay, I mean, it's like I don't know if I.
Jesus.
It's like I mean, she's like totally could have been a comedian, like funnier than Mrs. Maisel, like legit, really funny.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
My dad is funny too. He's more stoic. But he's kind of like funny in like a Bob Saget. He kind of looks like Bob Saget, actually.
Really?
Yeah, the great family, brother and a sister. They live in New York too.
Are they in the business at all? Do
They
do
are
anything
not.
in show
Yeah,
business?
it's just me. But they totally were like encouraging me to pursue this, and also like I read Mel Brooks's autobiography, and I think a lot of comedy comes from tragedy. But I didn't really. That wasn't why I think your dad was the same. Like he had his mother telling him to
Right.
go
Oh,
for
yeah.
it.
She was like in Gypsy. Yeah, she was such a stage mother.
But he had a
She
great
always-
childhood, didn't he?
Yes. Oh, I mean, his father died when he was like 18. But
Okay, well that's very sad.
but his mother was, I mean, a huge influence. And he always mentioned her in his act. And she lived in Miami Beach. And we would go there every Passover, Matt. We would go to Miami Beach to visit her.
Unbelievable.
And yeah, she had all of her little girlfriends, like little with one syllable names, Dot, Seal.
Yes.
We take them all to dinner.
Yes.
And she loved it. That was
Amazing.
great. Yeah. And he was very close to her.
Family's very close, and they're the best. I'm working on a bit right now that I'm like, I wonder how your dad would have explored it. The premise is that in a synagogue, Jews don't clap, like
right.
no matter how well a prayer goes. And I was thinking about like a black church if Jews reacted that way.
Oh, right.
And I was thinking about it. It's like in a synagogue. Like in a black church, you hear, "Yes, Lord, say it again." And then in a synagogue, you just hear like an old Jew coughing, like he's booing politely. And I was thinking of a joke like, we need 10% of that black church energy. Like just once I want to finish a prayer and hear an old Jew in the back get up and go, "Baruch atah Adonai, baby, say it again. Say it again." And I just know your dad would have like done something with that.
Oh yeah,
I know.
He would have loved that.
We had a cantor, honey, at Sinai Temple when we used to go with your parents. I can't remember his name, Meyer or something of that sort. And he was
Joe
incredible.
Gold? Oh
No.
The other one.
The other guy was a younger guy. And he was just, I mean, pop star
good.
incredible. Yeah, he was fantastic.
Yeah, handsome, right.
And he'd end the thing, and I think I literally started clapping, and I looked around, oh, shit.
Yeah.
So your
No
dad,
one's doing that.
Your dad, what point was his break again, like the first big break for him?
It was Frank. I think it was Frank Sinatra because he.
Right.
Yeah, because he was, he wanted to be an actor. As we said,
Right.
he went to the American Academy and he studied and he really wanted to be an actor. And then he started, getting little parts on shows like Gilligan's Island and this and that.
How old was he at that point when he met Sinatra?
I think, when he met Sinatra, he was definitely into his 30s. I mean, he was.
Jesus.
Oh, yeah. There was no way. He was not at your age, not at all.
Wild.
He was definitely, because he was at William Morris, and that's where he met my mother, who was a secretary there. But he definitely met him. I'd say, isn't that Ed knows? It's funny. Ed knows my father's history more than I do. Like 30-something, Ed, would you say, when he met
something
him?
like that, yeah. I had to be right around then.
Right.
Yeah.
And he's the one that came to the show and
He was
brought
at
in
Murray Franklin's in Miami.
Right. And he brought in like Judy Garland to come see the show and all of these major, stars.
That's unbelievable.
And so that's how, and then
in
Vegas, suddenly everyone, all the big stars on the Strip, after they were done with their shows,
they would come see your dad.
They go, let's go see Rickles in the lounge at like 4:00 in the morning. I mean, it was such another time, but yes.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah, that was his TikTok, sitting in the lounge and making fun of everybody.
Yeah, at 4:00 in the morning,
Yeah.
exactly.
Oh my God.
But he knew heckling. I mean, he got tons of heckling in the bar. And yeah, that's how he started sort of with the insults because, they would actually get up and he said one time, he's chased out of there. I was like, how did that happen, Dad? I don't know what happened. I don't want to think about it, like that. But it was like a different kind of a time.
Yeah. But he started doing impersonations. I mean, that's kind of how, and it just didn't work out well. So he, went to heckling and they all seemed to like it. And he was warm about it. He had a way like you have, of addressing the subject, with a bit of a smile, with a warmth, with an
Yeah, like you don't
you're
have
not
a
attacking.
mean
It's not
edge. Exactly.
No, there's
Not
no
at
attack
all.
dog thing.
Right.
Yeah, I love that, though. He would just go crazy. Then he'd go, from the bottom of my heart, I love you. I respect you.
That's
May
right.
God shine his light upon you. Have a wonderful night. And God bless America.
That's right.
It's so true. That's so true.
That's
But,
absolutely right.
we pulled up a couple of things from our YouTube channel. One of these, this is from a show he did actually only maybe about 14, 15 years
Yeah,
ago.
I've seen this. I think this is where he was singing, right?
This is, he's doing the Jimmy Cagney thing.
Yeah,
And
let's see
it was
it.
sort of a staple of his act. I remember one time Mindy was like, "You gonna keep doing that, Dad?" I don't think anyone knows who it is. But it
They
was
don't.
We
really
love
good.
Jimmy Cagney.
They
yeah.
often don't. Here, you can comment whatever you like. Here we go.
But in doing so, in my career, I met a wonderful gentleman. His name was James Cagney. Now, to you young people, you see him as a gangster. To the elders, he was a fantastic song and dance man. And my father was a sort of a very aggressive man, and he knew I wanted to be an actor. And I lived in a place called Jackson Heights, Long Island, which is a suburb in Queens outside of New York. Today, it's known as Somalia.
Oh my God, that hits so hard today.
I know,
Holy
right?
shit.
Can you imagine?
Can you imagine him with? Can you imagine him? He sees people in Minnesota. I mean, he would just go fucking crazy with his
I
shit.
know. I wonder what it would be like.
Today it's known as
Such a different
Somalia.
climate.
You'd
I
get the
know.
oohs, right, Matt? You get the
For sure.
ooh, you get
Remember that
business
Amy
going on.
Poehler joke that they made about your dad at the Golden Globes? Like
God.
they
I'm not
were
sure.
like they were like doing it was Amy Poehler and Tina Fey. Like it might have been at the roast of your dad. Like what was that? Like his 90th birthday? The comedy.
It was like the one night only thing. You went to that, Mindy, the
I think they
Apollo.
came to like we couldn't get any.
Oh, that's
we're here
right.
because Don couldn't find any other like broads or I don't know. Like they were saying
that's
some
right.
funny.
Yeah.
It's
That was
hilarious.
at the Apollo. Yes.
Yep.
Why the hell didn't I go to that? I was only 11. That sucks.
Oh,
Okay.
you would
That's
have
why.
loved it, Matt. You would have loved it. I was there.
Well,
Crazy.
let you in.
That cuts to Johnny Depp and Amber Heard.
Right.
And then it cuts to Harvey Weinstein. I'm like, this was a different time. Okay.
Oh, man. Yeah.
I remember that night. And it was like right before, John, the next thing you knew, they had that huge breakup.
It's insane.
But yes, it was very funny. That was quite a night. And De Niro and Martin Scorsese and
I fucked up. I'm mad at my dad for not impregnating my mother earlier.
a little bit
because
earlier. You could have
This
been
is
there,
horrible.
Matt.
It's so horrible. I'm so pissed. It's okay.
Hey,
you know,
man.
when he died, I have proof. When he died, I was like in college, and I posted on Instagram like it was like, "Rest in peace." I never even
wow.
met the fucking guy, but I'm like, I
Wow.
felt a connection to him.
Of
Yeah.
course. Oh, he would have
Sure.
loved that.
Let's play a little more.
And he had a brother named Jimmy. And my father arranged the whole thing. There I was, fast forward in Dr. Cagney's office, trying to be an actor. So badly I wanted to be an actor. And my father said, talk, tell him, here he is. And in front of the great James Cagney, I looked up and said, Mr. Cagney, I'm Don Rickles. This is my dad. I want to be an actor. You want to be an actor, son? Ha, you want to be an actor? It's tough, kid, tough. Rejection, and can you handle it? Can you handle it, youngster? You got to get in there and fight. You got to make the people care. And you got to care. So, son, I wish you the best. Jimmy, don't Jimmy me. Just get in there, kid. Get in there. Jim, I made it. I'm in And Jim did a number that tells the whole story with our young boys and girls in Iraq and Afghanistan. Think about them. When they take off the armor and the helmets, they're just babies. God, they're just babies. And these kids are in there so we can sit here tonight and thank God for them and may God be good to them. And Jim did a number that, as we as Americans, to me, tells the whole story. Jimmy! To those kids, Jim! To those kids! I'm a Yankee Doodle Jack, the Yankee Doodle Jewel. Bring alive, nephew, my Uncle Sam, born on the 4th of July. She's my Yankee Doodle sweetheart. I'm a Yankee Doodle boy. Yankee Doodle went to London just to ride the pony. I am that Yankee Doodle. That Yankee Doodle. That Yankee Doodle boy. Jimmy! Bring those kids home safe and sound.
Best.
Bring them home safe and sound. Jimmy! Safe and sound.
so great.
You're going to travel with a full orchestra, Matt? Because that may be something.
To be honest with you, I'm doing a little residency at the Carlisle Hotel in a few months, and I do want to, like, Seth MacFarlane is a huge inspiration to me as well, and I do want to incorporate that as well. I think that'd be really fun.
Oh yeah,
I should travel. That'd be so fun. That was great.
So great. You got to fly in for that, Ed.
Well, I'll do a big LA show. We're planning a big LA show soon. I think for the Netflix festival or something. So we'll keep you posted.
Oh, that would be terrific.
I got one more for you, but this is a short one.
I like this one. I think this is my favorite.
Do you know this
might
one?
be my favorite era of hit. I think this is actually no, because I don't know. I like when people are like totally like in their physical prime. You know what I mean?
Right. Exactly. This would
be
it for him.
He's just so powerful at this point.
Right. Exactly.
Oh yes. He was just. It all just flowed right out.
It was unreal.
First picture was Run Silent, Run Deep with Clark Gable and Burt Lancaster, as a matter of fact. And Clark Gable said, which is the true story, right on the set, and he loved to have that little belt of, whiskey right about 5 o'clock to relax him, which all the greats are entitled to, and certainly he was. And he said to me, "I want to tell you something, kid. This is a tough business.
This is really good.
You come out on this stage and you act different, and you're aggressive. But remember, pal, I come from the oil fields of Oklahoma, and it wasn't easy for me. My friend Alabama and Lou Smith stuck by me through thick and thin. And one thing I've learned, when you're a power or trying to become one, you're going to be hurt on the way up. Now, you're open for criticism because you come on strong. But remember, kid, believe in what you do and never back down, because when you do, you're in a lot of trouble. And I think you believe in what you do, and I'm for that. So God bless you, kid, and good luck."
Yeah.
That was definitely my dad in his prime. This is the era when, like I said, he would do those shows at 4 o'clock in the morning, and then he would get up.
You weren't alive yet, were you, for this? No. Were you like a baby?
Matt, you and I were so tight. No,
Sadly, I was.
Yeah.
When were you born? No, you don't have to tell me, but how old? I'll Google it.
Okay.
You look like you're 34. To be honest,
I know, of course.
Oh, now you made her day.
I was around. Let's put it this way: I had my crib, which I've said before, on the lawn at the Sahara Hotel when my dad was working there. But I mean, he would get up before he met my mother. He would get up, do the show at 4 o'clock in the morning. And then they would sleep till, I don't know, noon, and then go water skiing, maybe with Frank or Dean or one of these guys. Yeah, the life was just get in the sauna
crazy.
for 15 hours. Yeah, and then get ready for the show at like 9 o'clock at night.
And we didn't even talk about Johnny, by the way.
Oh, that's right, Johnny.
That's good stuff. Okay, that's very good. On the show this evening is a wonderful comedian. You've seen him headlining at Catch a Rising Bitch next Thursday through Sunday. His daughter is here, Mindy Rickles. Mindy, come on. And it's a wonderful night for Mindy to appear on this show because the audience is in a very good mood.
I liked when he would do that too.
The audience is in a very good mood.
And the way, on Carson, which I'm sure you would have been perfect in that situation, it was like a cocktail party. Everybody was just sitting on the couch.
I want to bring that back. Like there's podcasts, but there is room for that again. Graham Norton, the British, do you know him? He's the British.
Yes,
sure. I think he's like the closest we have to that.
Yeah, he's amazing.
I think he's such amazing. He's so good. He's amazing. It's just pure entertainment. He reminds me a lot of what Carson did.
Yeah, and that we really don't have that now. He's the only one I think that has that kind of a show. But yeah, it would be great to bring that back because it was so fun to watch and it was so spontaneous. Everyone interacting with each other. You never knew what was going to happen next.
Yeah, it was just party time.
It really was.
Just like let's sit down like we're at the Copa having drinks.
That's right.
In fact, I know that your dad, Mindy, would often, whenever you go on Carson, he'd always talk about those times because when Johnny used to drink, he was a bad drunk, apparently.
Right.
Unbelievable.
And,
that book was wild by the new book by
Bill Zamey.
Oh, yeah.
But that's one that came out.
Mike Thomas is a great writer, and he wrote this book on Carson. I think he finished Bill Zamey's book.
Oh, really?
Oh, right. Yeah, because Bill passed away. I remember that. And then this guy finished it. Right. Yeah, I think that's what happened. But
it's crazy.
But I mean, this is what's funny to me. I mean, Carson retired in 92. How old? When were you born? What year?
I was negative
we
6.
can ask you when you were
when
born.
he
You were
retired.
-6.
Negative 6.5.
You see the point I'm making, Mindy?
Yeah. No, I know
Like, it is-
exactly
it
when
is
Matt was
when you-
born, 98, right?
That's right. It is crazy, like that I say these people are an inspiration because it doesn't really make sense when you when you think about it. It's
Well,
like
I'm not saying it doesn't make sense. I'm just saying it's incredible. You have this breadth and depth of history.
I love it.
You know, you have
I love
this.
it. It's the best. Yeah. No, like it's multiple generations skipped over, but it was the
Right.
best.
No, my dad, I mean, the greatest thing, obviously he had people when he was older, like in the first clip, but he also had guys your age and
I know.
from college.
Dinner with
and
Don.
I used
It was
to
a
sit in
great
the
series.
audience. Oh, sure.
wasn't that
yeah.
fun? Yeah.
So,
Glad
had a
especially why
great-
I wish he was still alive. I totally would have done that show. That would have been fun.
Oh my God. That would have been fantastic. Yeah. So good. Yeah.
What do you think he would have said about me, just physical appearance wise, like top of his head?
No, he
first
would
thing?
have loved you. This is what I mean.
No, but
He
what
been-
would he have said though? I need something. I mean, what,
He
what
would have said,
about
meet
it?
my daughter Mindy, is what he would have said.
Oh,
You know,
that's right. He would have been like, that's right. Matt, look at this. Oh, not bad. Jewish
Not bad.
kid.
Ed,
nice
step
looking.
aside.
The hair. I love
Yeah.
him, Mindy. Look at him. Look at him, Mindy. You see, did you tell him who I am? Does he
The
know
only
who I
issue
am?
is, Mindy. The only issue, Mindy, is that I have to be the comedic star of the family. You know what I mean? I mean, what can
see
I
that?
tell you?
Huh?
I mean,
That'd be a
you know,
problem because Ed,
I mean-
like my dad would say, Ed is a Valium. That's why the marriage works, because he kind of
That's
sits
right,
there and
Mindy.
he,
it'd be like being a basketball player and you're dating, like LeBron's daughter. You know what I mean? It's like, what are you gonna
Yeah.
do? You know,
yeah,
what are you
it's
gonna do?
too much back and forth, Matt. I mean, you
I'm
could
kidding,
be
it'd
the
be amazing.
star, but it would hurt me a little bit. It would hurt me. But Ed just kind of lays there, and that's what I like about him. He just kind of
Wow.
lays there.
I am
yeah.
being painted in a corner.
A famous line from your dad, but my favorite one is, well, I have two, but it was, I give him a cookie, it goes away. That
Yeah,
one's
that's right.
fucking so weird. The other one that I like is I was using it a lot at the Correspondents Dinner last year because there was a noticeable absence of like a lot of celebrities last year, and I was looking around. I said,
Uh-huh.
I think I'm the biggest star here. I'm the biggest name here, I'm like, which
Right,
is not a
that's
good
right.
sign. That line was hilarious.
Definitely.
Oh,
The
yeah.
way you can do that on the spot. I mean, that was my dad's favorite thing to do, really, was to be like at an AFI dinner or at a party, a big party. My parents would go to, they don't even have these now, but these big private dinner parties and with a lot of celebrities there.
Amazing.
And it was always known that my dad would get up and speak, and Sidney
best.
Poitier would be there, and they would be hysterically laughing. Gregory
I ju-
Peck,
I just want to
these
know what he
people.
was charging at his peak for like a private event. I am so curious what some of these people must have paid
he
him.
never. No, this
Really?
was Friends. No, he never did.
No, but I mean but he must have had a whole business of like doing private corporate
Not
stuff.
really.
Really?
I mean, if he did, maybe he did a couple of corporates, right, Ed? Here we
I
go
was
back
gonna
to the
say.
historian.
Well, let me look through the books here.
I don't think he did. Yeah.
I don't see anything here, Mindy. I'm
I
sorry.
don't think he did a lot of private events. I mean, we even went, I'll tell you, I
Really?
went with them to the guy that owned some big hotel in Miami Beach. He was like a billionaire. And I remember
Okay.
I got to go with my parents. And he's like, Don, I'd love you to get up and perform. And he said, and I'm going to pay you. And my dad was like, absolutely not. So we got to go on his private 747.
Oh
but
my
no,
God,
my
yeah.
dad was not paid. And he got up and did a whole thing. No, he never really did a lot of corporate.
What do you think of the Jim Carrey spoof on him years ago? Of your
Oh,
dad?
yeah. No, I thought that was good. I liked it.
pretty
I mean,
good.
you didn't see a lot of people doing
Doing him, yeah.
impressions
No
of
one.
my dad.
It was hard to do him, but Jim's was pretty fucking funny. Yeah.
Yeah, it was very funny. And there was some other guy, I can't remember.
Rich Little did a good one, didn't he? Of your dad, or
I don't know.
I don't know.
I'm
He
not
did a great
sure.
Carson. I know that.
Yeah.
he did a
Um,
great Carson. Yeah.
Yeah, but the
And
Jim
there was
Carrey thing was
another
great
big
because he
guy.
got the physical stuff right. He
Yeah,
got his
it
Do
was
you
physicality.
remember Fred Travellina? He was another big.
Well, I
oh,
don't
you know?
remember him, but I know
I
him.
mean,
Yeah.
right. Yeah, he was another one I used to go to his
Yeah.
shows in Vegas because that was my favorite kind of thing to see.
That's
But
so
yeah.
cool.
So, Matt, what's next? What's the next actual gig? What happens tomorrow, or the next day?
We have some big announcement coming up related to a certain award show that takes place in Los Angeles the second week of March.
Oh, okay.
That'll be next
Can't
week.
wait for that.
And then
I know.
And then the special, I will keep you guys posted as I...
Yeah, and we'd love to see you in LA when you're here.
100%.
When you're here,
the
we will see
touring
you.
is the big thing. So, like I
Right.
said, website for that. Working on the acting thing. Just did a movie with Seth Green, which was really fun.
Oh, wow. Oh, that's terrific.
So, but comedy's the focus. And yeah, thanks for having me. We'll get
so
together in
much fun.
LA.
Oh, we'd
we
love
would
to.
love that, Matt, because
We'd love it.
we would love that. Now listen, Ed, you might, I don't know, not be able to make it that night, but that's fine. No, you'll come.
That's fine.
You'll come
Yeah.
in.
Fine. I'll bring my walker. I'll be fine.
Bring Groucho's kids and George Burns's
That's right.
granddaughter.
Bob
and-
Newhart's kids. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
bring them
right.
all. Yeah, fuck
gonna
it.
bring
Bring
them
them
all.
all.
Matt, it's just been an absolute pleasure.
Thanks for having me.
Thank
so
you
much
so
fun.
much for
Great to
coming.
see you guys.
Loved it. Great to see you too.
Thanks for listening, everybody. See you next time.
Thank you. Bye.